EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Sit. Omaha.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, these two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Duvernay in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Hey, shift. Move. Deuce.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. The Ravens at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. 2nd and 6. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else.
Green.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. A give running right is Hall. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Give to Hall running right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Let's go now. In strike. Black dot. Red cycle. Hey, red. Ready, ready.
Lance now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Come back, come back.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Open man is Duvernay. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Go.
Throwing now is Murray. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down. You look at the Steeler defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
After 7-3 the score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Omaha.
Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Check view. Drill Greek. Slide through. Set.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
6, 7. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be out right at the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This is 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, go steal. Cut.
On play action, Lance. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
On the ball. On the ball.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Lance now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Coach.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a handoff up the middle. Grubbs, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Open man, it's Scott, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Murray going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Still going, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Murray off play action. That's caught inside the 20. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, it's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Hut, hut.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. There he goes left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
7-yard line.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Steeler first down.
Drill, 52. 5, 97. Ready, ready.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Myles Garrett.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ready.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 9.
Set, hut.
To throw, it's Lance. He's got this to Pickens. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready, break.
25 yards. First down, Steeler.
22 needle. Steel, black. Needle, blue. Stay.
And Lance going to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. Touchdown! George Pickens, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the handoff, now Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And this You